Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this live broadcast. Today is 26th day, being Monday, August 2024. Yesterday was 25th, being Sunday. A lot of things happened in Abuja, where the group that was proscribed, they called them Shiites, they were protesting in Abuja and they clashed with the Nigerian police. And it resulted to the death of so many police officers, and so many of them were injured. So that is what I want us to analyze today. You know, the CP in Abuja, I mean the commission of police in Abuja, have been going to one media house to the other, trying to justify that the police officers did not attack the Shiites. He said, first of all, that the Shiites don't have right to protest because they are proscribed, just like they said they prescribed ipob. Well, I don't really know the basis of their prescription. But what is going on at this moment is that these people have learned a new way of protest. You know, during the Emba governance protest, when the police were killing us, they were arresting us, I said, the Nigerian police, I hope you people are not trying to sow an evil seed, and of which that is what they have succeeded doing. They have sowed an evil seed. What do I mean by evil seed? Anyone going to protest now, we believe that police is going to attack him or her. So they have to maybe to equip themselves, because from what the police commissioner was saying, he said that when the Shiite, when they were going to protest, that so many of them did not come once. They came like people who were going to pray, and before they gather together, they meet up the quorum and they started protesting. Now the commissioner of police went on to say that these people came to protest with gun, with machete, with bow and arrow, and so many things, in their body. Why would they do that? Now, my own answer, and that is my opinion, I'm entitled to my opinion, is because these people are afraid that police will always come and kill them. Police will always come and threaten them. Police will always come and do all sort of nonsense where people are protesting. So let us go through what the commissioner of police was saying. While we come back to open our line, I really want to know what people think about this. If these people that are protesting, that they carry gun, they carry so many things just to protect themselves against the police. They said it was police that attacked them. Police said it wasn't, them that attacked first. So the matter is somehow, police will always find how to put their own narrative. But let's listen to what the commissioner of police said while we come back to deliberate this matter. Stay with me.
Welcome to Newsnight. An overworked FCT commissioner. Tell us what happened today between the police and the proscribed Shiite movement.
What happened is that, by the language, the Shiite movement has been proscribed. They don't have right of procession, and they don't have right of assembly. As far as law is concerned, they are not in existence. So, what happened today is they just came into, because they will come in they will trickle in one by one, as if to say they want to go and pray in a mosque. They will be trickling in. Before you know it, 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 2. Before you know it, they have gathered, and they have already had their plans. You can't believe that these people that came here is a coordinated act. It's a coordinated act. They have already agreed to attack security agencies. I can authoritatively tell you that. So, and that's what they came to do. And they successfully, unprovoked.
But if you had that intelligence, yes, along with other security agencies, we hear that this set of Shiites came from Niger State, into the heart of Nigeria's capital city. Why were you not proactive? Why were security agencies not proactive to stop them?
We were very, very proactive. Today is Sunday. They're supposed to come in yesterday, according to information we had. We know what we did to stop them from entering FCT. That was yesterday. So today, they have to trickle in one by one. wearing ordinary dress, but they will see them carry bag. Some hide their dresses inside. So they will be gathering like people who want to go and pray in different mosques. So before you know it, they have gathered they have formed a quorum, and they will be on the road. So you don't know the difference between somebody who is going to pray and somebody who is wearing their dresses. And meanwhile, they have been prescribed. But today, there was no provocation. Any person, any of them who is saying, because I heard what you said, that some of them said they were attacked, they were killed. If they bring any person that was attacked or killed by any security agency, I will know that the person is telling lies, because no such thing happened. It's them that attack security agencies, and their dead body are there in the mortuary. All of them, including the woman police. For what? Unprovoked.
It's a bloody Sunday.
And that's why I said that from today, they are not going to go unpunished. I'm going to hunt them. Wherever they are in Nigeria. As far as the policemen they killed, they didn't do them anything. So that is my own.
On the screen, you know, we can see some of the Shiite members who said they were, you know, attacked, injured, and the rest, although we cannot see any corpses there. Would you want to first, I mean, it's been a really bloody Sunday in the Federal Capital Territory, from Berger to Zone 4 to Zone 5 in the Wuse district and the rest. You lost some men.
Yes.
How did that happen? How many did you lose? We
lost 2 policemen. 4 are in danger list now as we are talking. So, may God help, let the 4, including the woman police, may they survive. If they didn't survive, because they are, if you see how they hit them, they shoot them gone. If you see the stabbings, if you see I can forward it to you. If any of them said that anything happened to any of them, let them come forward.
That's a police woman there?
Yes, she was among the ones that they attacked. You can see the wound. You can see her head. Look at her head. Look at the other right-hand side of her head.
So they used guns? You said they used guns?
They used petrol bomb. They used knives. Check the policemen. Let them bring the dead body of the policemen. You see how they stabbed them, how they use cutlass, how they use gun.
Well, the dead bodies will be too gory for our viewers to see, but you...
But this one is police vehicle. 3 of them burnt. Is it for what? The 3 police vehicles were burnt. Unprovoked.
How about the rifles of the police officers? Did you recover them?
We have so far recovered 2. We have so far recovered 2. Because no person will have any intention to kill them, do anything. You're just unprovoked. Many people do not even know that.
These are the dead police
Yes,
officers.
They should make it clearer.
The gallant police officers.
Yes.
It will offend the sensibilities of our viewers worldwide. So this is just the professional way to blur it. But I'm sure the viewers listening will believe what you're saying, that 2 police officers were killed, 4 are on danger list, yes, or on emergency and the rest.
Yes.
So now let me ask you again. The Shiites are claiming that several of their own people were killed.
Where?
Did you fire live bullets?
Where?
During,
who fired live bullets? If you fire live bullets, you will see the dead body now. Are you not the person who picked the dead body of this policeman? Let them show their dead body now. Is there any need to lie? Is there any need to construct lies? If you want to tell lies, tell lies that resemble truth, not to tell lies that resemble lie.
Kompol Igwe, would it be said again, that yes, you were able to curtail their march from, Suleja in Niger State, cutting them off in Zuba and Madala and what have you? And I asked you, did security agencies lowered their guards to have allowed this penetration? But you said they disguised and rest. And we know around the FCT I mean, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja,
Yes.
there are several, pin down points, as they say in security parlance and the rest.
Yes.
Were they not?
If that was why I was telling you that if the security agencies were to shoot these people the way they killed the policemen, you can imagine the dead body that will be on the street today. You could have imagined it. And somebody has the effrontery to say that some of them were shot and killed. My dear, I want to tell you, we are not going to keep quiet, and I will not keep quiet. I'm going to hunt them. Let them come out. Let us come out. Let us know who is who.
How many have you arrested so far? Have there been arrests?
I have arrested. I have arrested. At least I have in the neighborhood of 75 of them. I can't leave them.
How soon are they going to appear in court?
Anytime we are ready, they will appear in court. When they kill the policeman, why can't you ask whether this policeman, somebody was asking me today, whether we are going to apply human rights. The policemen that you saw their dead body, don't they have human rights? So let us see what will happen. But as soon as we finish investigation, we are going to take them.
Well, I'm sure
they are terrorists. They are prescribed organization, so they are pure terrorists, and they have committed murder in a blatant open air for everybody to see.
Yeah, that was from the Commissioner of Police in Abuja. I have taken time to listen to what the Commissioner is saying, but let the truth be told. You see, I'm not in support that a police officer was killed or police officers were killed. I am not in support of it. But do you see how emotional the police commissioner is? Do you see how emotional, how worried he is? Then I want to ask questions. Do police realize that during bad governance protests or other protests in Nigeria that the police have been killing, ordinary civilians? Do they now see the pain? Even in last protest, the military killed 16-year-old boy and so on and so forth. Do they now see the pain? This policeman now, yes, he's just a police commissioner. People that died, the policemen they killed, is not their relatives, but do you see the pain of someone who is just protesting and police will open fire on them and kill them in their number, and the policemen, they are not answerable to anyone because they have people who are going to guide them to make sure that they are not going to, answer for the wrongdoings they have been doing. As I said before, I am not in support that police officers were killed, but it is just a platform to tell the police that people have been dying like this. Do you now see the pain? Because as far as I'm concerned, all human beings are equal. Both the protesters that died, both the policemen, all of them are equal before the law. Even though you're a soldier, you're a military, it doesn't give you a right to kill people who are protesting. It does not give you a right to do so many things that you people do against protesters. This is just a taste of it. See, for me, both the protesters and the police, none should attack each other. Now, the commissioner of police is saying that, these people have been proscribed and so on and so forth, that is the reason why they came after them, that they are not supposed to come out. And if I may ask, if it is IPOB itself, they will just kill like thousands of them. Everybody will be killed. If it is IPOB that came out to protest like this, they will say, they have been proscribed, they will kill all of them. These people, I swear, have been proscribed. And they came out to protest, police shoot tear gas, and they came after the police and unleashed mayhem on them. This is another video about this protest. Let's listen.
This was supposed to be a symbolic procession. However, marks the end of 40 days of mourning for the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad. It's an annual event, but this year it turned deadly. Police say members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria attacked them for no reason.
What really happened is that today we are surprised that members of the Shiite movement, or whatever the IMN, whatever they call themselves, decided to come out en masse to attack the policemen. You people saw them, you saw their dead bodies, and killed brutally. 2 of them are already dead. 4, including a woman police, is unconscious, all of them, with different injuries they inflicted on them. Some with different, some gun, some cutlass, some to kill policemen on uniform. So I just decided to say, for the fact they are not provoked, they did it willingly because they have agreed to attack security agencies and for no just cause. So I want to tell them and assure them that for the fact they have started this war and provoked, we are going to hunt them. We cannot leave it to go like that. We are going to hunt them, no matter where they are. I assure them very well that we are going to hunt them. Because the families of the policemen they have killed, look at them crying, for no just cause. If we have killed any of them, it would have been a different thing. Or if we have attacked them, it would have been a different thing. They would have said, Igwe did this and Igwe did that. But today, they have willingly, with impunity, attacked policemen and killed them without provocation.
But the group says it's the opposite, that they were peacefully marching when officers fired tear gas unexpectedly. The violence fled in the Wuse district when tear gas failed to disperse the crowd. Officers used live ammunition. The Islamic Movement of Nigeria says a number of its members were killed, but it hasn't confirmed how many. The group also says several were arrested or critically wounded. The police say 2 of their officers were killed, but did not explain how. It's understood a passerby, believed to be a trader at the market, was also killed. It's not the first time a march by the Islamic movement in Nigeria has ended in violence. But for now, order seems to have been restored, with the group saying no more processions are planned. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.
Yeah, that was from the same commissioner of police saying so many things about this Shiite movement. And you see, I have never seen a country that kills their own. I have never seen a country that claps their own down like the way Nigeria is doing. And this is an indication that we have different values in Nigeria. Our diversity is of different values. And that is why when someone like Burna Boy was saying that Nigeria is a collateral damage and Nigeria is not meant to be a nation, that Nigeria is a business center, he knows what he's saying. Everybody has their own value system in Nigeria. Most of the crisis you are seeing in Nigeria today is because of the value system. The Igbos have theirs, the Ijos, the Urobos, the Efik, the Ibibios, the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Yorubas. Everybody have their own value system. These people, this is their annual procession. They said they used to honor the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. Now, if you proscribe them, it will not stop them. That is the simple truth there. And that is why when you see people saying that people who are calling for the agitation to separate Nigeria, people who are agitating to separate Nigeria, that they don't know what they are doing, I laugh. Because in Nigeria, we don't have one value system. The constitution cannot give value to different people. If, for example, now we have Sharia court, we're supposed to have a ecclesia court. The people who, the traditional believers, the native doctors, the traditional doctors, the traditional people supposed to have their own courts and their own police. So if you want to go in that way, we will not have a nation again. And that is the truth. When Burna Boy was saying that Nigeria is a collateral damage, people don't understand what he said. Let's revisit the video.
And one of the records in particular that stands out the most is like Collateral Damage off the project. Why do you think that song has resonated so much?
it's the reality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
'Cause the reality hits you so hard in the chest that you have to lose your breath.
What's the reality for people that don't know for that song? Like, why did you? What's the message behind that song?
The message is, the song is called Collateral Damage, and why it's called Collateral Damage is because we, as not just Nigerians, as Africans, that's the citizens, not the powers that be, we are all collateral damage. Even the powers that be are collateral damage, but now they become the powers that be, and now they are.
Right.
Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, whatever, let's even start from the name of your country or your whatever. It's not a name that was given by your ancestors.
Right.
Do you understand? Somebody came from somewhere and told you that you are this, and then now that's who you are.
Right.
Do you understand? So now you're collateral damage because their reason for naming you that and their reason for even coming in the first place had nothing to do with your best interest.
Right.
Do you understand? So now we're in a situation where it's like we were almost unwanted in our own place. So now it's a lot of fixing to do, because it's like it's like if you're frying an egg, then the shell is going to be collateral damage.
Right, it's part of it.
Do you understand? Because it's the one that's going to be broken and thrown away. And that's kind of what the ordinary African man is in this day and age.
It seems like you stick up for the African man too, because I saw a couple weeks ago there was a situation in South Africa, and you had some issues with there. Do you feel like that's been resolved, or you still like?
I mean, for me, it's not. I have no personal problems because me, but it's the problems. Or the problem is in the reality of the situation. Do you understand? The problem is in how certain Africans see themselves, and because of the way they see themselves, they see their brothers the wrong way.
Right, and the Nigerian people,
not just Nigerian people,
other Africans.
No, it's not even. We're talking about the South African situation.
Yeah.
So that's an example.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because of how do I put it? It's just really misplaced and misguided anger and hatred. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that is not it really does not help the unity of Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's a very deep rooted problem, you know?
I think it was great about the album, besides it having such, great vibes to it, and obviously you can dance to it, it's great. But the messaging, like you said, even another song, you had another story. You literally give us very educational view of Nigeria and the history. Like, we'll talk about that song. Why was that important to include in the album?
If you notice, it came right after Collateral Damage. So basically, how I made the album is for in a way, it's for every songs to flow into songs, to lead into songs.
Yeah.
So why Collateral Damage was before Another Story is because in Another Story, you're going to hear the history of why we are collateral damage before I go into the other story.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Right.
Do you understand? And in that history, it tells you why we're collateral damage as Nigerians. And that's because we were not even supposed to be Nigerians in the first place.
Wow.
We were the Royal Niger Company. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we're basically a company for the British to take resources and blah, 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 and go for Britain.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, the company decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners. The rest of the people are what?
Right.
Collateral
Collateral
damage.
damage.
Why do you think it's important for you personally to deliver that message? Like, you feel like, 'cause
It's not important for me personally. It's important for everybody that knows. Do you understand? Once you know, then it becomes important. if you know and you have the capability to say nothing and just go about, then I mean, I envy you. You know, yeah. Man.
On a previous project, you know, you had a song "Streets of Africa," and you're from Port Harcourt. Yeah. Make sure I say it right. Yeah. What does that look like for people that never been there?
Oh boy,
South Side, right?
South
Side.
South Side. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful, man, and at the same time, it's got its own issues, man. You know, it's the oil city, it's the oil state,
right?
You know, so and the inhabitants of the oil places.
Yeah, that was from Burna Boy, and when he said this some days ago, a lot of people did not understand what he was saying. He was saying that Nigeria is damaged, it's a collateral damage, and people did not understand what he was saying, and a lot of people came against him because of his statement and so on and so forth. But when you look deep down, you see that what Burna Boy said is even understatements, because what we are facing today in Nigeria is nothing but the real damage, a country that has no future. But the citizens of this country, they are trying their possible best for them to create a place they can call their own. But as you know, the citizens are not the leaders. So the leaders are knapping them down because the leaders think that this way, a perverse way for that matter that is leading us to doom, that is the best way that they can follow. And I do tell people that among the whole issues we have in Nigeria, the greatest among them all is the issue of insecurity, because that directly affects people. That directly kills people every day. Nigeria is losing no less than 200 people daily from insecurity. And people won't report this. You won't see this in the news. Nigeria do not get interest in the rural areas. And these are major Nigerians. Forget about what is going on in Lagos State, in Abuja. These places you see, that is not the real Nigeria. The real Nigeria are the places where you don't even have a mobile telephone network. In this 2024, some parts of Nigeria don't have a mobile telephone network. So tell me, things that are going on in those areas, in the rural communities, who are reporting what is going on over there? So these people who were protesting in Abuja, they were proscribed, just like before the IPOB. It's not even before IPOB was also proscribed. But these people don't even mind the federal government. They don't mind the federal government's prescription, whether the federal government prescribed them, whether the federal government did not prescribe them. All these Shiites, they don't even mind you. No matter what you do, they remain on course to do what they want to do. So as I was saying, Nigeria has different value systems based on people's culture, based on people's value. So you cannot kill someone's ancestral value system. You can't kill someone's culture because you want to have a one Nigeria. You can't kill someone's value because of amalgamation. That is the mistake the Nigerian police force, the government, all these people who are running us, they are making a mistake that if care is not taken, will damage the nation more and more. If you call me a Nigerian, yes, okay, I am a Nigerian. But before the British came, my father was not a Nigerian. I mean, my direct father was not a Nigerian. Just imagine that. Okay, before the British came, we have different value system. We have the way of things. But you don't expect people to name their culture in the name of a nation. What is a nation? A nation has to do with ethnicity. Yes. A nation has to do with ethnicity. So police coming to proscribe Shiites because of the way they are doing things, you say you don't like it. If you don't like it, then create a separate nation for them, because that is their value system. It comes to the IPOB as well. They say they don't like the IPOB people. They don't like the way they are doing. They clamp them down. These are the indigenous people's value system, and there is no how you can stop people not to behave the way they ought to behave. There is no way you can stop people to behave the way they are behaving, the way their culture is. And that is why in Nigeria, people will say, oh, the Fundanis are like this, the Hausas are like this, the Yorubas are this, the Igbos are this, the Ijos are this. It is not their problem. That is the way of their life. They are not supposed to be in one country with you. That is just what Burna Boy was saying. That Nigeria is a royal Niger company. You know, at the end, they decided to amalgamate it and just call it a nation. Where does that happen? If you continue to have a problem, if you continue to have serious challenges, you ought to be asking questions. And that is why, you know, our leaders, it pains me a lot that they are just loyal to Britain and America and France. They don't care about their roots. Where are you coming from? Who are you? Who are you? Where are you coming from? The reason why they said Africans have not breakthrough more in technology is because we are not doing things in our own way. Africans have their ways of doing things. I am scheduling an interview with one man who knows more about the history of Ekumeku War. Ekumeku is an atomic bomb. The war that lasted between the Anioma Igbo people and the Britain. And it lasted for 31 years. 31 good years. They were fighting this war, Ekumeku War. So everybody have their own way of life. Once you shun people's culture, you shun their value system, you want them to just behave the way you are behaving. It's not going to work. It has never worked anywhere. As diverse as Nigeria is, Nigeria is supposed not to be in one country. That is just the honest truth. As diverse as we are. That is why you see Nigerians in Gambia, in Senegal, in Cameroon, they love to be everywhere and they love them. They are progressing over there. But when they come to Nigeria, the culture, the amalgamation, the value system they are forcing into them is going to affect them. Now, there is something I discovered yesterday. Yesterday, the Nigerian police force, they published the names of people they arrested during the End Bad Governance protest, and they said they are going to charge them. That is not what concerns me. Now, listen carefully. The name of the man, the police officer, who went to court to do the affidavit that they should detain these people for 1 month for them to do investigation. When I was reading the document, do you know what I saw in the document? First of all, he said his name is so, a Christian. Why must you put religion in your identity as a Nigerian? Why must you put a religion as your identity as a Nigerian? Why? When I was in primary school, if I want to fill form, they'll ask you your name, surname, name, your date of birth. The next thing you see, your religion. What has religion to do with your ethnicity? Sometimes they'll ask you your culture. That is state of origin. Why? If you see any American today, you ask him, which country are you from? He say, I am an American. Let me give you an example. Those who live in Europe and some part of Western countries, you will see where people will be meeting. You have Ghana meeting, pure Ghana meeting. The Republic of Benin, you have their meeting. The Senegalese, they have their meeting. The Burkina base, that is the people from Burkina Faso, they have their meeting. But once it comes to Nigeria, you have a Edo meeting. You have Yoruba meeting. You have Igbo meeting. You have Ishekiri meeting. You have Urobo meeting. It's sending a signal that, come on, we are not one. We are not one. Not that we hate ourselves, not that we don't love ourselves, but we must get ready to trace ourselves to the root. Why are we like this? The question is just why? Why? Why these people amalgamated us? there is a purpose. Have you been able to find out why these people bring both the Nordics? Everybody come together. You people should be called Nigeria. That is what Burna Boy was saying. And a lot of you still do not understand what he was saying. Let's get back to the video.
And one of the records in particular that stands out the most is like Collateral Damage off the project. Why do you think that song has resonated so much?
It's the reality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the reality hits you so hard in the chest that you have to lose your breath.
What's the reality for people that don't know for that song? Like, why did you? What's the message behind that song?
The message is, the song is called Collateral Damage, and why it's called Collateral Damage is because we, as not just Nigerians, as Africans, that's the citizens, not the powers that be, we are all collateral damage. Even the powers that be are collateral damage, but now they've become the powers that be, and now they're
Right.
you understand? Because at the end of the day, whatever, let's even start from the name of your country or your whatever. It's not a name that was given by your ancestors.
Right.
Do you understand? Somebody came from somewhere and told you that you are this, and then now that's who you are.
Right.
Do you understand? So
And just people will
now
understand
you're
what
collateral
he's saying.
damage because their reason for naming you that and their reason for even coming in the first place had nothing to do with your best interest.
Right.
Do you understand? So now we're in a situation where it's like we were almost unwanted in our own place. So now it's a lot of fixing to do, because it's like it's like if you're frying an egg,
Yeah.
then the shell is going to be collateral damage.
Right. It's part of it.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because it's the one that's going to
Right,
be broken
right.
and thrown away. And that's kind of what the ordinary African man is in this day and age.
It seems like you stick up for the African man too, because I saw a couple weeks ago there was a situation in South Africa, and you had some issues with there. Do you feel like that's been resolved, or you still like?
I mean, for me, it's not. I have no personal problems because me, I'm, but it's the problems. Or the problem is in the reality of the situation. Do you understand?
Yeah, I would like for you to listen to this song by Burna Boy, the collateral damage he's talking about. Now, you see why Burna Boy's song is so important and why you see him progressing, why you see people coming around him. It's not because of overnight success. Now, this man is telling a story of Africa and a story of Nigeria. And he's telling you that now, after this song, Collateral Damage, now he is going to sing another one, the reason for the collateral damage. So people are already getting ready, and he's telling the story. Music is a way of to tell stories about a nation, about a group of people, about a country, and he's telling it in a way that I call a sincere way. Because a lot of people tell stories about Nigeria, and when you talk to them, they will tell you that, oh, there is unity in diversity, there is this and that. Yes. We want Africa to be one. Yes. We want Africa to be a free trade zone. Yes. Just like the European Union. But let every ethnic group have their own country. That is the best way. For me, it's my opinion, and I believe that is my own way. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, when you look at the European Union, I mean the Central Europe, the Eastern Europe, both the South and the West, they have what they call European Union. European Union is like African Union, but the European Union is what I called a reunion, not African Union. The richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, needs 37 visas to go around Africa, to visit Africa. The richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, he has business almost the whole countries of Africa. But this man needs 37 visas to go through around Africa. It's a joke. to tell you the kind of leaders we have. Now, when you talk about Europe, European Union, if you are a citizen of a member state of European Union, even though you are not even a citizen, once you have a residence, you are entitled to go freely to anywhere you want to go. If you are an Italian, for example, you can go to Germany, go to anywhere you want to go in Europe, you can go. That is what we wanted to happen in Africa. But it is not the same with everybody being in one country. European Union is like African Union. European Union is more or less a country of its own. So African Union is supposed to be like a country of its own. When I mean a country of its own, you people use one currency. You people share intelligence on security, free trade zone, and so on and so forth. This is what they're supposed to do. But these leaders don't think Africa. They think French. They think German. They think Great Britain. Whether they are great, I don't know. They think America, and they think France. So these people don't think about the future of Africa. They are just thinking about the next loan, how to borrow the next loan. Though paying the loan is not even their business, but their business is just to borrow the next loan. Now, when you consider all these things, I will not, allow you to contradict yourself, because I am telling you why Africans should separate into different countries, but unite as African Union and European Union. Let me give you an example. When you see Dutch countries speaks one language, but they can't stay in one country. I'm talking about the Germany, the Amsterdam, the Austria, Switzerland, the Belgium, Luxembourg. All these countries, they speak one language, Dutch. But these people cannot be contained in one country because they have a different value system. And that is the problem we have today in Nigeria, different value system. The Shiites are protesting. Police say, no, your activities is against Nigeria. But that is the way of their life. The ipob will come out, the indigenous people of Biafra. They will say, this is the way we're supposed to go. We don't like to be in one country. We don't like to be in one Nigeria. Then the Nigerian government will now come out and say, no, you people are not supposed to do like this. You people should not come out and do your way. You people should not even ask for secession or ask for your own country. That is the way of their life. Before, when I was small, I was hearing about OPC, Oduduwa People's Congress. And the agitation up to now is still on. People fail to realize that in the next 1,000 years, you can't kill the idea of indigenous people. You can't kill the idea of people's culture. It is better we go in our separate way and form a union, just like European Union. African Union is not functioning because it is the brain of the West. ECOWAS is the brain of the West. The France like to use ECOWAS. Imagine 70% of West African country, it is France that is printing their money. Hear me and hear me well. I mean, France as a country is printing money for other countries. Why? That is slavery. They are printing their money. They don't have their reserve. France is in control of everything. What kind of life are we living? And that is why the likes of Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, that of Niger, Mali, these people are trying to rise up. These people are trying to rise up to say no to these new colonies because they don't have the interest of your future. They don't have the interest of your people. All they know is themselves. How can I become worthy? How can I make my country to be strong? That is all the French people are doing. Now, the Italian Prime Minister, what is her name? This lady, she was saying something. I will remember her name. If you remember it, you help me type it. Okay, when I remember, I'll say it. So the lady was accusing France. He said, you are the reason why most Africans are dying poor. Because you come into their country, you seize their resources, you are the one in charge of their light, you are the one in charge of their currency, you are the one in charge of everything. And these people, you are seeing them dying in abject poverty, and you are not doing anything about it. Do you know how much France was taking from Niger Republic? They will go, they will mine their uranium. France have gold, this thing. When you talk about the gold deposit and the gold, they have it in abundance. But France as a country don't have gold. They have gold reserve. Why should a country that don't produce gold, they don't have gold, have gold reserve more than a country that have gold as their natural resources? People should ask questions. Why is it that Nigeria has, gold, a lot of gold, even more than that of Ghana, but you can never see the revenue of the gold in Nigeria gross domestic product in GDP? It won't appear there. Who are the people mining the gold? Who are the people? When you go to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, you will see Nigerian gold. But we in Nigeria here, we don't know whether we have gold, whether Nigeria even have anything that is called gold. It is a pity. And the reason why I want Nigerian youth to study history, Nigerian government ban history from higher institutions. Tell me which country will come out and say, none of my citizens is eligible to study history. That is what the Nigerian government do. You people should open your eyes. Nigerian government ban history from Nigerian schools because they don't want you to discover where you are coming from. They don't want you to know whom you are. They don't want you to know so many things that happen. They don't want you to know that you are not supposed to be in one country. They stop history from school. Tell me which country does that? How can you stop history from school? Because you don't want your children to know their forefathers are not Nigerians. You don't want our children in the future to know that their great-grandfathers, they were not Nigerians. You don't want them to know that Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. Africa has been living more than 10,000 years without war, without problem, until the West invaded in Africa. And the Westerners, they are still using our leaders against us up to today. Tell me a country where police have joy in killing their own people. Tell me a country where the politicians will be happy to subject people in abject poverty. Tell me a country where a president, just like Harris, what is it called? Kamala Harris, Donald J. Trump, as they are campaigning to lead America, you ask them, what plan do you have about American security? They will tell you that, no, I don't have any plan about security because if I have plan, people will kill me. That was what Tinubu said, that he don't have plan about Nigerian security. And he meant what he said. Since he assumed office, people have been dying time without number. Every day, Nigeria is losing up to 200 people. And when people will go out to protest, police will clamp them down. And that is why these people, Shiites, they have resorted to self-help. As I said before, quote me and quote me well, everybody living on the surface of the earth has a right to live. You have a right to live. No one have the right to take your own life. Because you are protesting, police will open fire on you, they will kill you. That police will never be questioned. That police will never be taken to whether it's a police court or military court, I don't know. They won't be taken to any court. They will still be walking freely. Which country? We don't have one. We don't have one. So, as many people who are against Burna Boy, saying that Burna Boy don't know what he's saying, Burna Boy knows the history. He's a musician. He knows the story line of his music. And that is why he's telling you that, come on, this country is a company. It's a Royal Niger company. Go and read your history. They ban history from school because they don't want you to know all these things. They don't want you to know all this. Nigeria is a boundless country. A country that have you ever seen any country that have two constitutions? No. Answer me. Have you ever seen any country that exists with two constitutions? We have Nigeria constitution, we have Sharia law in the same country. Because the people from the Sharias, those people who have Sharia law, they say that because we are in one Nigeria, our value will not diminish. We're supposed to have our Sharia police, Sharia court. See, if you go back to start reading history, 2 days, you will discover why Nigeria is like this. If you continue to read Nigeria history for 2 days alone, you will discover why from now to next 50 years, nothing is going to change in Nigeria. If you read Nigeria history, read it well, you will discover that it's not only leadership that is our problem. There is a system error. Just like when they give you a mathematical question, you want to solve maths, and you miss the first premise, you are not going to get the answer. This country, they amalgamated, they have already missed one number from the equation. So no matter what you do, you will not get the answer. If I give you a quadratic equation, if you're a mathematician, or I give you a simultaneous equation, and you have your own formula before you, and as you are solving it, where you're supposed to write 2, you write 1. You are not going to get the answer. That is the situation Nigeria is at this moment. We are not going to get the answer. We can't get the answer because we have missed a number from the premise, from the beginning. Something went wrong. What went wrong was the amalgamation. Now, let me give you the story of Ekumeku War. Why the Ekumeku War is very important for everybody to know. A war that lasted 31 years between the Igbos, the Anyomans, precisely from Okwale. How they waged war for 31 years against Britain. And after studying all those things, you won't be surprised why they amalgamated Nigeria. They saw that, no, we can't conquer these people like this. We need to join these people together. These people without one value, without one culture, without one religion, so that they will be having problem between themselves. So when they are having problem, we come like a solution to offer problem. That is why when Biafra war started, Britain sent their pilots, they sent their warplane, they sent everything just to support Nigeria against the indigenous people of Biafra. Because they had a plan that if we separate these people, meaning we can't take control of their oil, we can't take control of their goods, they can't have problem, they will be living in peace. That was why they did that. If you continue to read history, your eyes will be open. You will understand what is going on. You even understand what happened in Togo, what happened in these African countries. Until today, they only change their strategies. They change their strategies. Why would you have a president who can't treat himself in the country? Have you ever seen Joe Biden going to China to treat himself? Nigerians should ask questions now. You people should ask questions. Have you ever seen Joe Biden going to China to treat himself, or Donald Trump going to even UK, as close as America and UK is? The US president cannot go to Britain and treat himself. But the unfortunate thing and the tragedy about this situation is that Nigerian president have never treated himself in Nigeria. Nigeria leaders, president is even too much now. I'm talking about president, governors, House of Assembly members, senators. The other day, ordinary APC, is it not Ondo State? APC chairman Ondo State, he died in America. When Putin said that Nigeria is a graveyard, or Africa is a graveyard, he knows what he meant. Now, what he meant was, Nigerian politicians will loot Nigerians' money. They will go vacation abroad. They will build houses in abroad. Their doctors are in abroad. They will send their children abroad to school. Everything they are doing in abroad. But once they die, they will bring them home and bury them. That was why Putin said, Africa is a burial ground. What happened? You investing in Nigeria, even though, it's a looted resources, it's not your money, it's our money, you looted it. Because you don't want people to know you looted it, you invested in abroad. No problem. We won't kill you. Bring the money home and invest home. But all these countries, they knew that all this money is their looted money, but they will still accept them. They will allow them to bank it in their country. all these new colonies, they only change their strategy. They did not change the way of their colonization. They did not change anything. And most of the money we have in Nigeria here, don't be deceived. Our oil are being stolen. No, the money we're having from oil is not much. From taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money. That is the money they are useless in. Tinubu left 19-year-old plane that Obasanjo bought new one, and Nigeria have used it for 19 years. Tinubu left that one, and he went and buy, is it not 15-year-old plane again? What kind of mentality is that? What kind of mentality? If you know what is going on, see, I will just encourage you, start reading history of this country. Read the history of your own tribe. Read where your tribe came from, the kind of rulership your tribe was, using before all these Westerners, the new colonies, before they came to Nigeria. If you can study everything, you will not argue with anyone who said, how I wish I have my own country apart from Nigeria. Yeah, we love each other. Individually, we love each other. Don't misquote me. I love Yoruba people. I love Igbo people. I love Hausa people. I love Benin people. I love all these people. But there is a system error. There is a system error. It can't work. If you are a physician or you are electronic engineer, you know how to wire. Where you're supposed to put the neutral, you put it on positive. Where you're supposed to put positive, you take it to negative. Tell me how the appliance is going to work. That is what we are facing in Nigeria. Where you're supposed to put the negative current, you just put it on X. That is the one that's supposed to bring neutrality in case of any shock and everything. If you just misplace it like that, if it will electrocute people who are even around there, that is why Nigeria is electrocuting us. Because they have changed everything. There is no way this country can go forward. Because they have missed the first premise. The police are subjected to pressure in Nigeria. The military are tired of fighting insecurity. Who created this insecurity? The same politicians. The other day, I played a video for you that former president of Nigeria said that if they fight Boko Haram, number 2 deadliest terrorists on earth, I mean number 2 most deadliest terrorists on earth. A Nigerian president said, if you fight them, meaning you are fighting us. In other words, they are the ones sponsoring insecurity. So if you look at the situation in Nigeria, I just encourage people, go and read your history. Go and read your history. Watch Okukbe talking about what I just tell you.
A very well-known leader in this country said that any attempt to attack and fight insurgency is an attack on the North. So, when you have such huge political considerations, there are difficulties. I mean, Buhari said that in the newspaper. General Buhari said that any attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North. So what you do as a government, so you want to attack Boko Haram, at the same time, a leader, a respected person in society, somebody who carries, the last vote, the last election, over 12 million people voted for him from the North. A man like that, you cannot ignore him. Now he says that if you continue to attack Boko Haram, you are attacking the North. You must be careful. A very well-known.
You understand what this man just said? So that was former Nigerian president. That if you attack Boko Haram, it's an attack on the North. Nigerians, see, Nigeria, they have mortgaged Nigeria. They have mortgaged us. As in, we don't even know what is going on in Nigeria. What pains me most is that when you tell Nigerian citizens, this is what is going on, because they don't know, they won't take it serious. Some people are saying Tinubu nephew own Owando filling station, Owando company. Don't say Tinubu nephew. It is Tinubu. He owns the Owando through his nephew, and they bought Ajib right now. They have already they bought the Ajib company. So when you look at the situation in Nigeria, Nigeria has been captured. Nigeria has been captured. Nigeria has been captured. So it is well, because the story or situation of Nigeria will make you to lose words. You don't even know what to say again, because this is holistic. From the north to the south, east to the west, everywhere, people are trembling because of different kind of situations. Our currency is nothing to write about. The politicians don't use our currency, they use dollars. The poor masses can't buy anything. Their purchasing power has been reduced to nothing. Absolutely nothing. We don't have a country at all. That is why so many people from the north to the south, the insecurity challenges now, people are dying and no one is talking about it. The other day, I showed you a video from Benue State, right? Yeah. I showed you a video from Benue State. And I was telling you people that this is people's villages. I mean, where people are staying in their ancestral homes, where they were born and brought up. I showed you this video the other day, right? This happened last week here. It's not far. Last week here, people attacked them. And people get notice that these people are going to come. The security agencies are aware of these attacks. People who attacked them, they have not done anything against them. Nigeria is really a failure. There is no two ways about it until we begin to tell ourselves the truth. If we are tell ourselves the truth, things will continue to turn around. But as far as we all are pretending that this country is working, I don't think there is anything that is going to work. This country is not working, and we should not pretend. We should not pretend. If we continue to pretend that this country is working, we are doing ourselves. We are doing ourselves. Let's have it in mind that no, this thing is not working. Let's go back and continue to read our history. Let's know where the problem started from. Where the problem started from. And like this Benue State now, nobody is talking about it. I mean, nobody is talking about it. It took a lot of time before even Arise News, before they went there. They went there, and what they covered is shocking. What they discovered from that Benue State is shocking. I have shown you the video before, but for people who have not seen the video before, this is the current Benue State.
The farmers are running from their farm places, coming out to the town. So there's no way you can farm in the town. This is the farm that you farm so that you get enough products inside the town. But now, even next year, we're expecting that things will go more difficult because the Fulanis and headers are in the bush, chasing them outside from the farms. Most of them are just around the town, hanging around.
This is the largest yam market in the world, but it's a shadow of its former self. Located in Zakibiam town of Okum local government area of the food basket state, it once attracted customers from all over Nigeria as well as neighboring countries. Now, like its fallen signboard, the yam hub has fallen on hard times. In its heyday, it used to be a beehive of activity, welcoming yam buyers from various West African countries, from Niger, from Cameroon, from Benin Republic. They used to come from far and near. And of course, you had buyers from all over Nigeria. However, as you can see, this former beehive of activity is practically deserted. Most of the stalls are empty. And just behind the camera, you have a handful of farmers who hoarded some of their yams and have summoned up the courage to come to the market at this time. Now, what is the problem?
Everything is very hard. So, like yam, we used to buy 80,000 before. It's 200,000 now. It's 200,000 now. And after when you buy 200,000, you will put another expenses. Like 100 yam, you used to put it 30,000 to reach my place. So when you check it inside in the goods, you see that everything is high.
Before, we used to buy like 100 yam. That is one heap. We bought like 50,000, 60,000, 40,000, depending the size of the yam. But now, the price have escalated to what we don't know. We are buying a heap of yam now, 500,000, 600,000. The small size now, we used to buy 40,000, 300,000. So the price is too high.
Attacks by bandits have crippled food production in these areas, leaving farms deserted and fields empty. It means the market has been cut off from its supply chain.
There is insecurity issues in the area. Very much, a lot of it. The farmers are not going to the farm to do their farm works. Granite, even to plant and weed their yams products. And on the road, when they try to bring those things, those goods to the market, it's very difficult because of the attacks on the roadside.
The farmers are running from their farm places, coming out to the town. So there's no way you can farm in the town. This is the farm that you farm so that you get enough products inside the town. But now, even next year, we're expecting that things will go more difficult because the Fulanis and headers are in the bush, chasing them outside from the farms. Most of them are just around the town, hanging around.
Commercial activities in the town have also been crippled following the destruction of all 3 banks in the town. This is the result of a riot triggered by events in Ayati, one of the satellite communities of Zakibiam, about 15 kilometers away. At the start of July, some Ayati youths stormed the Ukum local government headquarters, protesting the killing of their relatives.
They carried the corpse to the local government because there was no security. So as they came to the local government, there was nobody. They waited to the gate or to 2 or 3 hours like that. There was nobody. So some people came in. People was so angry, and then other people came in. So that was burst into the protest.
The trail of destruction includes the Ukum local government secretariat, devastated by fire. The neighboring police station and the High Court were also attacked. But the climate of violence in Ayati continues. A combination of local bandits and armed herdsmen stormed the community with a population of about 15,000 on the 8th of August, wreaking unprecedented havoc.
Anyogo, the chief bandit there, organized herdsmen, let me call them that, organized herdsmen and his own boys to punish Ayati for revealing their locations to the military. Because the military, sometimes, particularly operations in that, used to be successful in reaching them and attacking them and destroying their camps. So they went on a retaliatory mission. That is one vision. One other vision we got there was that Anyogo got money from the herdsmen to hand over the land to the leaders of the community. At the end of it, he didn't do that. And when they moved, that is when they moved in, they were asked to leave. But so they now took them in with all his boys in hundreds to ensure that the Fulani headers will their way and have the land he promised them, because he got their money as we were told and shared it to the chiefs in that area.
On Thursday, which was our market day, we started hearing rumors that the headmen are coming with guns and swords in larger numbers again. Then we called on the security to come to our aid again. One police officer with his boys, Mr. Danzuru, he went there, and they posted 10 mobile police members who are in the village with us. But the bandits that came with cutlasses and guns, Fulani mixed with these bad boys, they outnumbered them. Over 400 militants invaded our village. They surrounded our village just in no time. We started hearing gunshots. They killed people.
More than 60 residents have been confirmed dead. There are still more suspected casualties yet to be recovered.
Up to now, they are picking people in the bush. You know, this bullet, when they hit a person, sometimes you run with madness. You run as if you are mad. They run as they are possessed. They will go and die. So they are still picking people in the bush. Some people that have died, they have started rotting. So they're just covering them now.
Yeah, this clip of video is for those who have not seen what really happened in Benue State and what is happening, because this is consistent. It's happening consistent. It's not because it happened one time and it's not happening any longer. This is happening almost every time without number. All right, our lines are open. You can call us through this WhatsApp number on the screen. And if you see, check on the comment section, I pinned the number over there. Call us and tell us what the Shiite, what they did to the Nigerian police. What is your own take on it? And before now, the Nigerian police as well have been killing innocent protesters, those who are armless. Now, as far as I condemn the killing of innocent protesters who are exercising their fundamental human right and they were killed by the police, I also condemn the Shiite killing the policemen. I also condemn it. But for them, it is just like a self-defense system, that they are defending themselves from the police brutality. And from the video we saw from Arise News, it was the policemen that first opened tear gas on them. So the story is complicated, but I just want to get people's opinion. So you can call through the WhatsApp number on the stream there and tell us what you think about the situation. All right, let's have our first caller. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Hello,
sir.
Marcel.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's Chris from UK.
Yeah, that is right. Thanks for joining us. Now we can hear you. Talk to us.
Okay. I just watched your program and I saw how you are just Yeah, I said I just heard you how you were talking about the Nigerian history book and
okay.
Why they did not put this in the history book.
Okay.
It's because of this arrogance to understand the true picture of what is going in the country.
Okay.
You understand? This is why they go. Nigeria has never worked. It will never work, and it's not working. And then what I continue to say, because there's something you said. It's not about leadership. There is a system.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
This system is here, and it will never work. And then the Fulanis compounded this problem. Because I have never seen an ethnic group as wicked, as devious, as insensitive as the Fulanis. I'm sorry to say this because
what have they done?
Time and time, we have witnessed time and time the leadership of the Igbos in the CC, the Fulanis, and then the Yorubas and the Hausas. There is it never rival Fulanis. The British knew that these are brutal ethnic group, and they handed over power to them. One, it was like I always like in Nigeria, like Solomon's biblical Solomon's decision about a child. The woman who said her child died, and the one who said her child is alive was the one living. So Fulanis are the ones who did not have any child, and then they said they are the one having a child.
Why did you say so?
Yeah, because what they are doing, if you have a country, it's just like your house. How can you destroy your own house, the house you built, you want to protect with your children? You cannot destroy it. There is no Igbo man, an ethnic Igbo man who rules that country who would allow this kind of mayhem to continue. There is no Yoruba man, a real Yoruba man. Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. He is from Sierra Leone, Guinea. There is no ethnic Yoruba man who will rule this country and allow this country to disintegrate. The example, Obasanjo was a Yoruba. He ruled. He never permitted this kind of mayhem. He never allowed this kind of unguided, unprecedented mayhem to perpetuate in the country. But because the Fulanis, they have nothing to lose. They are not indigenous to the people of Nigeria. They are just doing it. Then the Britain said, you know, we allowed you to stay here in power. So this is not your country. Do as I tell you. And now they are sharing with the Britain. After all, they have nothing to lose. That is what they are doing. If they are truly indigenous to the country, they will be doing what they are doing. Look at the regime of Buhari. Buhari, you know, I'm saying that if there is a way to get this man, get him, remove him from the earth. This man made a hell of Nigerians, and they still walking around. He emptied the sovereign wealth of the country. He was the one who talked to Tinubu. Tinubu is following his template. Tinubu is following his template. All this nepotism in appointment, oil minister, the petroleum minister, and he bastardized the whole country. He militarized the whole country. He brought unprecedented jihadists in the country. Terrorism, he ushered in era of terrorism in the country. This is Buhari, and that is his template. He is being perpetuated by the Tinubu administration. Tinubu, look at Tinubu. Does his administration look like somebody who is feeling for the people?
No,
just look at what he's doing. He never. Sometimes when I start to, I tell some of my friends, I said, this man is looking for is a man who wants his entire family to be born to death. He doesn't behave like a man who wants to live tomorrow. The way Tinubu is going, he never cared for anything on earth except himself, his cronies, his family, and that's all. When we are talking about people are dying, the hunger in the land, the suffering in the land, he never picked up. He never talked to the nation. He will even go and appropriate and approve some hell of trillions of money to whoever he wishes. This man has no clue. I always think, when somebody wants to rule, he will always have a plan of what he wants to do. This man has no plan. He just wants to look at what he's doing with the IGP. Look at what he's doing with the bank. He took over the other bank. Now he took over the NNPC with his family. He has no shame whatsoever. Tinubu have no shame. And I'm sorry for the Yoruba people who will call him as one of theirs. He is not a Yoruba man. The Southerners are not like that. Forget about Yorubas talking tough and making, saying they talk before they reason. But this is not the type of Yoruba we envisage. Tinubu is not a Yoruba man. He never behaved like one. He's not a Southerner. He never behaved like one. He is a disguised Fulani man. Very, very brutal and wicked like the Fulanis. Because after I'm saying to God, if Tinubu will rule us till next year, they will allow him to remain in power till next year, then shame to the whole Nigerians. The military, I urge all the military to intensify effort to remove him here. I urge every thinking citizen of the country to remove him there. I have said it time and time. All these presidents, they are the ones who perpetrated all this mayhem. Obasanjo has his cronies. He has his lieutenants. Go on. Who caused this mayhem? Go on. He's still alive. These are the idiots who mess up the nation. And when we are talking about it, look at what they are doing. This country can never work. It has never worked and it's not working. And then what do you want? You want to continue the same system and you expect a different outcome? No. I urge every right-thinking military, whoever, any suicidal, let them remove him there. Remove his cronies because he has no clue. People are dying. Women, children are dying of hunger. School. I went to Port Harcourt University. I went to Jos University. I went to what's it called? Lagos State. The students are virtually all of them have left. No school fees, no feeding, and then you say you're a leader of a what? Leader of animal kingdom? Leader of if you see the students, what they are doing, you can't play. Nobody can afford all these things. It has touched, permeated to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And you stay in power and say you are the president of a nation. You are a president of an animal kingdom. And then the animals must revoke and remove you from there. The lions, I urge the lions, the hyenas, the elephants, the tigers, the cheetahs, let them eat you. Let them eat you. And then bring out a new animal leader, if that will be. What the hell is that? Disintegrate the nation, for God's sake. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your submission. I really appreciate your time and everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's not actually easy. What this man is saying is what I'm just going to show you now from Senator Nnamdi. Take a listen.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria is that most of the time when something comes up today, we never sit back and say, how did we get to this point? We got to this point by virtue of the fact of the effort to remove President Jonathan. There had always been this herder-farmer clash, but it never got to this point where whole communities were exterminated so that some people will be roaming freely within their land, which is what happens in Plateau and in Benue State.
I think Benue is the worst hit.
Precisely. Yeah. And you know why? Because most of the banks of the Benue is lush because it's watered by the Benue River. And so these people came and they want. And who are these people? And that's a question that we have not dealt with. The bill first said that we have to confine these people to the ranches within their states of origin. And somebody woke up and said, no, every Nigerian has a right to go around. There's no such thing like a state of origin. Why will anybody make that statement? Reason is that in trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. If you ask any Nigerian Fulani, he will tell you that there's something called the Bororo Fulani. And that Bororo Fulani are these imported ones. They don't own land. Therefore, what they want to do is to settle in Nigeria. They were given free passage, let me just say it, by the Buhari regime. And we were shouting at that time, don't bring people into Nigeria who are not Nigerians. They won't have sympathy. They won't know what has happened. All they want to do is displace you, take over your place, and roam freely within that place.
But there were cattle herders as well.
That is from Nnamdi. I think that was where the last caller was saying, the things he was talking about the issue of Fulanis. But for me, I have my own opinion that every tribe has bad people, every tribe has good people. Let's have another caller. Hello. Hello.
No, yeah, Okocha.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I think Fine, sir. I think I recognize the number, but tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Chris.
Onyanambra.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I called based on what the last caller said in order to put more clearance on what that first caller is trying to say about the Fulanis.
Okay.
You know, at times when we say this kind of thing, it will look as if we are against a particular tribe.
Yeah.
But at times, if you really want things to change, you have to tell the truth. Understand? And looking at the video you showed, it's not just only those people that they imported. From origin, Fulanis, they have their own vision about Nigeria. They are more a kind of, every average Fulani, even though they are Nigerians, they believe more on themselves. They are more themselves than they see themselves first before Nigeria.
Yeah.
Take for instance, Buhari came to road from Nigeria to Niger.
Yeah.
They have, and the reason why they are bent in destroying Nigeria is that they have, let's assume that something happened in Nigeria now, maybe there is war. Average Fulani can relocate to Niger.
Yeah.
And they will accept them.
Yeah.
You were showing something in one day in your video. You said you are trying to explain the reason why they are showing a flag, Russian flag.
Mm-hmm.
And you made a statement that they said that some of the people that are showing that flag, even though they are in Nigeria, that they are allegiance to Niger.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that already Niger and Russia
yeah.
is working together.
Yeah.
So you find out that the reason why they are bent in destroying Nigeria is that all of them, both those that are in government, you are doing it on purpose because they don't have they needed a place where they can actually settle completely. You know, so even Buhari, as you see them, even Shetima, as far as that person is Fulani, they don't want Nigeria to survive. I believe that if we can understand this and know that these people, they are foreigners, you know, and the North ended up handing over the government to them. If you look at the whole the whole people that have ruled Nigeria before, even though that we call them Northerners, but majority of them, if not all of them, are Fulanis.
Mm. Yeah.
So, and some people will be saying that they are killing Muslims. Muslims are killing, but if you check out the Muslims, they are killing. Majority of them is hardly for you to see a Muslim that is killed that is Fulani. It's Fulanis that are killing other tribes, even though they are Muslims. They are killing them because they want to take over their land. But some people don't know these things.
Okay.
That even as a Northerner, Fulanis, they see themselves as more superior. There is something one of my Northern person, because before I used to think that everybody that is a Northerner, that all of them, that they are the same before. But I now find out that some of them they are even more affected. Some of them are even in critical that they don't know what to do. They can't run out from the north, and their fellow Northerners are killing them, and the people that are killing them are Fulanis.
Mm.
You understand?
So you mean they are more victims than every other person, right?
Yeah. I begin to, before, that is when I now begin to pity them, because they are more, because our own, maybe we know where we are coming from. I know we are, but this one, their fellow Northerners are killing them. And who are those people? Fulanis. I find out, she told me something. He said that any place that average Hausa cannot rule themselves. They are Fulanis. If Hausa gather here now, if they form a community here, if that community grow, they must go and invite a Fulani to come and
be their king or something like that. That they can never rule themselves. And this is how they made it. And if you check all the emirs, she said that the majority of the emirs you see in the north, that they are Fulanis. They did this, so they hijacked everything. So you find out what that man is saying is truth. If we can bend, I believe that if we can't remove these people, you find out, I believe Nigeria will not be this bad. I'm not saying it because I hate them. I'm not saying it, but if we really want to, is it not Fulanis that they imported? It's not any other people. It's Fulanis now. It's Fulanis. Those people that they are saying that they import some people from Sahel, and were they not Fulanis? They are Fulanis. You can say that these people are bad ones, but how can you differentiate the bad ones from the good ones? At times when you allow the good ones, the bad ones will follow them and come in. So I believe if we can see it from that direction, and watch out again now, after Tinubu now, the next person that will rule Nigeria again, go and write it anywhere, we be a Fulani again.
After Tinubu?
After Tinubu, Babangida is a Fulani. Abubakar is Fulani. Buhari is a Fulani. Yaradua, Fulani. Count them. Count them. It's only this first one. That first one, what did they call his name? That one from Benue.
Go on.
Other was Fulani. Go on. Army chief, go and count them. Chief of army staff, Fulani. The richest man, Fulani. And they will be using Hausa, hide under Hausa.
But the question is that upon all this position of leadership, is there anything that has changed in northern Nigeria where we have abject poverty?
It's what I'm saying, that they are doing it. Well, my brother, what I'm saying is that they are doing it on purpose. What is happening in Nigeria, they are doing it consciously. They know what they are doing. This hardship you are seeing, you are doing it on purpose. The same way they turn Northerners to Amarama Idris. The same way they want to turn the whole Nigeria to Aram, because they believe by the time you are poor, the more poorer you become, the more submissive, the more they can control you. You understand?
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm? They believe that the more they make Nigerians poor, the more submissive, the more they are able to control them, so that they can rule them forever. That is the anger they are having with Igbos. The problem they are having with Easterners, let me not say Igbos, with Easterners, is that average Easterner is doing everything not to be poor. They are not relying on government, you understand? They don't want to become beggars that you come and give them anything. That is the anger. The same way they turn for, and the people that are doing it, let me be specific, Fulanis are one of the problems. Even though we are saying Fulanis are on top, but they believe in this romantic way of life. There was a day I was listening to one of the
that is their culture. We cannot take that from them.
Take that from them.
Yeah.
And now, you know the worst thing, we now make them our leaders. We are making them and if they become leaders, they will want everybody to be like them. Even if we want Nigeria to be good, we don't have to give somebody that believes in that system of life over us in order to help others. Because if you make a romantic man your leader, that romantic man, the same people that are saying that they don't want education, the same people that you are giving them now to rule over you, definitely they will be fighting against your education. Because they don't believe in it somehow, but they will not come out and say it. Even those people on top, it doesn't matter how educated they are. I was listening to one of the senators one day in national television. She was saying that that average, for like all these cattle railers you see inside the bush, that is their way of life. That they are a kind of, that there's nothing you can do. That is their culture, and that you cannot remove them. Therefore, if you want to get them, you have to build their own inside, that they cannot come out in the city, that you have to go inside the bush and build their own Alamajiri school for them there. Somebody that, are they not the one that's supposed to bring them out from the bush? But such a person is telling you that there's nothing you can do, that the only way is for them to remain inside that bush. You go inside there and build. You see their mentality. So many of them, they have dual citizens. They don't believe in Nigeria. That is why Buhari will now build the road from here to Niger, give lights to Niger, go to Niger and give them donation. Are we not seeing what is happening? Are we not seeing what is happening? Many of them, they are seeing Nigeria as a kind of, that they are into war with Nigeria strategically. Gradually, they are taking our land. But their main original place, Niger. That is why they can kill us. Anyhow, that brother, that person that called made a statement. He said, if they are part of Nigeria, they cannot be watching Nigeria being destroyed like this. No matter, the wickedness is too much. You see that they are doing it on purpose. It's not a mistake. All these things that you see now, that even Tinubu, I'm starting to believe that Tinubu is not from Nigeria even self. Because you cannot be watching your country if really you are from Nigeria. So you find out it's as if what the Britain did to us, another foreigners is now ruling Nigeria again.
What happened is just what you said. You know, the British are ruling Nigeria in proxy. When I mean in proxy, they install someone who they can control. Because you can tell me that
they know that they are foreigners.
Yeah, the leaders we have in Nigeria, no matter how heartless they are not supposed to see the evils that is going on in Nigeria, and they keep quiet. This is an indication that these people are not in control of what is happening.
Yeah, and it's like you made a comment, they shoot us anyhow. No country in all over the world kills their citizens the way Nigeria is doing, and nothing will happen. Nothing, no comment. That shows that they are not seeing us as part of them. They are seeing Nigeria as a kind of, they are even seeing us, the citizens, as their problem. Are you getting it? Just like what Burna Boy said. They are seeing, if they see a way that they can eliminate all of us so that they can just take control and be carrying everything and be giving to Britain. So my brother, God will help us.
Thank you, my brother.
God will help us. Foreigners is really ruling us. Yes, there's no two ways about it. If another election come, if really we are going to have another election, even if it were to be a northerner, maybe after Tinubu, let us tell.
I can hear you.
Bring another person that's not a Fulani.
Okay. But if you don't have someone who is not a Fulani, what are you going to do?
If you don't, how can you tell me that the whole Benue State don't have anybody? The whole Northerners is only Fulani. Is that what you are trying to tell me, Okocha?
No, that is not. But you just made a statement how the Northerners want Fulani to be their leader.
But it's only Hausas now. And it's not as if Hausas want to do it with their own clear eyes. They are subdued. According to history, they kill all their leaders, kill all their emirs, and put their own. So a kind of mentally they have subdued them, conquered them. You understand?
Yeah.
Just like the way they are taking over land now at the north now. After so many years now, they will allow those people that they chased out to come back again. At that time, they have become the owners of the land. Are you getting it now? Yeah. They will now dictate and tell them how they are going to live their life. They will be subjected. They will not have option. Somebody, you have killed their parents, you have killed their father, you have killed their mother, you have killed everybody they are looking up to. And automatically, you have turned them to a slave. When it comes to presidents, they don't have option because only the people you will be fronting is only your people. Emir, your people. You know, you decide their life for them. Average Hausa man or Hausa person is not bad. They are very good. And they take advantage of that, their goodness. Fulani took the advantage of the goodness of Hausas, that they are open heart. Average Hausa person is so accommodating. So Fulani took that advantage and turned them into slave. You know? So if we know all these things, because how can you tell me that since how many Northerners, Fulanis have become president of Nigeria? You know, the only thing they can produce is only richest man in Africa. But at the end of the day, Northerners and at the end of the day, we still be looking for people that are a problem. Babangida is there, nobody, if they haven't given them an award, Buhari is there, nobody, you know, all these past presidents. And if you check out many people that are doing Alamajiri, I find out majority of them are not Fulanis. It's Hausas. Go and check it. And other people. But whenever you want to rise and talk, they will use not. They will tell you Northerners. They will hide under we are Northerners and mobilize them to fight against other people. But after everything, they will still chance them. When it comes to giving posts, they will give only Fulanis. But when it comes to for war, they will say Northerners. When they want to fight against other people, they will hide under Northerners. But when it comes to giving position, they will declare themselves Fulani.
Okay,
you know? So thank you for your program. You are opening our eyes anyway.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
All right, thanks for joining us. Thank you.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. This crazy world, people down in last life every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You won't know about it, and then man in the land.
Let's have another caller. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes, good afternoon.
Thanks for joining us, sir. Your name and where you are calling from.
This is Ben from USA.
Thanks for joining us. We can hear you, sir. Hello. We can hear you. Is that a network problem? I don't know. Hello, sir.
Okay, I hear you now.
All right. You are connected now. Talk to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was listening to the last caller. He made mention of if the next election, if they have to support someone that's not Fulani. You understand? To be the president or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the thing is also fluctuating. It's not constant.
Oh, okay. I don't know why.
You can repeat what you said now. I can hear you clearly now.
Okay, so I said the last caller said something about if we have to support for the next election, we should support someone that is not Fulani, right?
Yeah.
A Northerner that is not Fulani. Yeah, and I kind of tried to correct that statement. All right. It is not possible. Nigeria is dead. It's gone. You understand? Someone that is not Fulani is leading Nigeria. Supposed to be a Yoruba man. All right. That is what we assume that he is. even if I'm not seeing it. Hello?
Yeah,
even if I'm not seeing it, that is what we assume. All right? So, but you can see how the country is.
Yeah.
All the killings and everything. I've never heard Tinubu come out to make a speech.
You understand? And that is also
come out to make a speech about insecurity.
Yeah. And that is a notion I wanted to correct, in the sense that people are calling Fulani. Our president is not a Fulani man.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, in as much as he's the
I don't really know what is wrong with the network. It's really not there again. I don't really know.
Can I call back? Maybe if it's gonna be better.
Okay, you can call back anyways. You can call back.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. This crazy world. People down in life every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You won't know about it. And then man in the lamp black comes on your door. Cause first things meeting, I swear I'm living.
Yeah, we are living in a crazy world. It seems that a lot of people who wanted to join are not able to join. I don't really know why people wanted to join through WhatsApp call. So here is the link to StreamYard. If you're unable to join through the WhatsApp call, you can join us live through using the StreamYard there, the link there. You can click the link and join us live here, so that we'll tackle the issue of the network problem. I don't really know if it is network problem. I'm seeing calls coming in, but trying to respond to the calls, the thing will just end. So I don't really know the problem. Stay with me.
But you don't know what tomorrow brings. This crazy world. People down in life every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You won't know about it.
All right, let's try to respond to this call again. I've responded to so many calls, but I don't know, network is ending them. Hello, sir.
Yes, is it better now?
I think it is better. I don't really know if it is my network anyway.
Okay, no, I think it was from my side. Yeah, my Wi-Fi disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
All right.
So you can hear me properly now?
Yeah, right? Yeah, very well.
Okay. So I was saying, I said, the other caller that called,
okay,
he made mention of, he said, if the next election, people can actually support a northerner, but not a Fulani man. All right?
Mm.
And I kind of didn't support that. Why? Because I feel like Nigeria is gone. Like, gone.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, I don't do anything again about Nigeria. You understand? For people that still believe in Nigeria, I feel like the more they keep believing, the more they keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and the more, things keep getting worse. Like, you never get free.
And such people have a question. Such people have a question to answer. Like, I was discussing with someone yesterday just about what you are saying now. Then he was telling me that not because anyone wants to stay in this Nigeria, but when election comes, if you do not do anything, it will be easier for them to continue to make you stay, because when they are in the power in all ramification, even for you to succeed is a problem.
So the question is this, the stuff that they did, what result did they yield? Didn't people come out en masse to vote for Peter Obi? Yes.
Yes.
The one in power, is he the winner? No.
No.
All right. Everybody knows it's clear. All right. See, the same energy they would have put in trying to do something. See, this cabal, they know what they do. What do they do? When it's time for election, they will divide every party. They will install their agents in every party, and those agents will cause problem. You understand? That's why you can have so many parties. All right? But the bad one will be more. Like when they have APC. APC will not be divided, but APC will take few of their men, plant them into different parties. Just like they did to Labour Party. All right? They are Bure and the other guys. You understand? They put problem in between them just to destabilize them. That has been the concept. It's different. Like in America, we only have two parties. You understand? The Democrat and the Republican.
The major parties, yeah.
Yes. All right? Okay. Now, in Nigeria, they don't have, I don't know how to, justify that. But what I'm trying to say is this. The same energy that they will put in trying to do election, they should put it in trying to see how the Biafra will, go their separate ways. I'm 100% in support of that now. You know why? I don't see any headway in Nigeria. I've never seen any true leader. And the true leaders that we have does not have the balls to confront these people. You understand?
Yeah.
Any true leader that we have does not have the balls. It's good, all right? But does not have the balls to confront them. Now, the only person I would have hope that, okay, if he gets into power, he might do something about his only Obasanjo.
Okay.
You see, the only person that can bring change is now true leader that we have the same mindset like the way Buhari had or the way Obasanjo had. Because those kind of people are people that will come in, they will jail every one of them, and nothing will happen. They will tell you, if you cough, they will do this. Cough. You understand? But the other leaders that we have, they are so petty. They will be like, oh, my brother, listen, these people, you don't do my brother with them. They are so devilish. They are very criminal-minded. They are ready to bring you down just for whatever belief they have. So the earlier our people realize this, the earlier they will start fighting for their own freedom.
Then some people would say that the reason why people who are agitating in Nigeria is taking time is because they don't have politicians who are really supporting the agitation. What do you have to say about that?
They don't need the politicians to support them. When they achieve what they want, these two things that will happen. The politicians will either go on exile or they will come on their knees and get their way straightened up. They only need to fight for their survival right now. The way it is, right? That's why when I come on social media, I listen to Yoruba people talking, Igbo must go, I laugh at them. You know why I laugh at them? The Hausas don't even look at them like anything. Especially during the fact that the Tinubu have actually identified as a Yoruba man. All right? Tinubu have never bettered the Yoruba land, have never bettered the Southeast, have never bettered the North. The North are regretting why they even supported him. All right? So if the Northern gets that power back, they will so drill the so-called Yorubas. All right? The Igbo on time have already accepted their fate. That look, these people have already been drilling us. So what they are doing is they are already forming their own resistance. Now the Yorubas are still they are not living in reality to understand that look, it's either you form your own resistance or they will crush you. These people that is coming is not coming, they are not Nigerians. They are not coming to even better Nigeria. As a matter of fact, they benefit more when there is crisis. That is why you see them. And these people have powers with the military. Has he ever had that every bombing, every terrorist attack, whether in Benue, whether in any part of the northern state, have the military ever responded the right way? No, these people will carry out their action 3 hours. 2-3 hours. Do you know what is 3 hours? Successfully. They will kidnap a mass. When they leave, then you see them. It's like what they're doing is, boss, we are coming. Oh, okay, go. When we finish, we'll go, boss, we are done. Oh. Are you guys done? Have you guys left the road? Yes. Then you see action. They will come in. It is obvious. Do you understand? These are their boys. Otherwise, tell me why. And I see the Northerners saying something like, oh, let the military take over. But brother, that is the worst decision. You know why? If the military was the military for the people, the military will go after the wicked ones. Rather, they are busy protecting the politicians. So everybody will open their eyes. Why I'm going into details is the fact that I said Nigeria is gone. So that people will see why I said Nigeria is gone. The military is supposed to defend the nation. When I mean defending the nation is defending the citizens, because the citizens, these are what makes up the nation. You understand? But at this point, the military does not even have the power. I will even say the military are part of the bandits because they are recruiting the bandits. They are giving them amnesty. So when they give them amnesty, they come in, What do you expect? Nobody will follow rules of engagement no more. You understand? It's like they are my boys. When a bandit is in the military and the brother is a bandit, what do you expect? You think they will defend? No, they will defend their brother that is a bandit. You understand? So that is what is going on. And because of that, Nigeria is gone. What if a nation is the military and the people? The people, they are dying. The military is killing them. The politicians is killing them. There's no more nation. As a youth, and I'm telling every other youth, the earlier you wake up and forget about this thing and tell yourself the truth, you must fight to survive right now. The better. 2027, they've made plans. I'm telling you, if they've not even written their own result as usual. You understand? These people have planned 2027 before now. If they have the wrong judge, if they have the wrong INEC chairman, how do you think you're gonna get your winning? It does not matter the best candidate you want to bring, because the people that will make those decisions are their people. You understand? It's common sense. And people still don't want to realize this. And when I see people coming out to canvass for these politicians to talk, still, with 1% hope. There's no hope. That hope is gone. I used to canvass for a better Nigeria. We used to canvass for a good country. But it's a shameful thing. Everybody wants to travel to a country that flourish. When you travel to, you get a good job, you live a good life. If that country is no more benefiting you, what do? You find a way to go to another country, right?
Yeah.
That's the same way it is in Nigeria. Nigeria is dead and gone. Anybody that is still believing in Nigeria, I tell you, wait, 2027, if care is not taken, the same APC will come back again 3 times and destroy the remaining one. That Buhari finished. Tell me, if Tinubu really wanted to work, all right, a good president or a leader that wants to work, as soon as he gets into office, he will invite Buhari. Because it was Buhari's regime that destroyed everything. He's telling you that, I meant things like this. So the first thing he would have done was to invite Buhari. All right? And ask him, what have your regime done? Look, or your cabinet, look, every embezzlement came from you. You understand? I need every money that you guys have stolen. I need them back so I'll be able to fix this country. We will not go borrowing. He didn't do it. Now, the last time I heard that they summoned all, what's it called? Rulers, both the past president, governors, and all that.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
That's when they came. As soon as I saw that these people came for that summoning, my brother, I lost hope in Nigeria. You understand? Check out one man that didn't come.
Obasanjo.
One man, Obasanjo. That's why I say the only person that can fix Nigeria is the man that has that kind of mind, that will tell you to hell with how you feel about me. You understand? I will confront you one-on-one. The rest of them, they are still ass kissers. They will come in, both of Jonathan, all of them that came there. These people work with sentiment. When they get into office, they will manipulate them. They have never had the balls to come up and say, enough is enough. Let's stop this killing. Enough is enough. Let's do this. If you do this, see, Obasanjo, if you do this, I will do this. That is the power of the president. But right now, the Fulani has taken over the presidency. Our Muslim government is taken over by the Fulani. So Nigeria is gone.
This one.
That is my own thing. Yes.
Thank you so much. I think you are our last caller this afternoon. Do well to join us at midnight. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem.
All right,
All
sir.
right, you're welcome.
Thanks for joining. I thought we just had the last caller, but I think some persons are also calling this. If I couldn't respond, but let's say it's going to be and take another call before we end the program. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. We'll still be having our midnight program as usual. Please kindly do well to join us. Thank you so much and hope to see you in the evening. Have a nice day.